To a bystander, they wonder who they are. They are just another basketball team. They don't even have star players. So who are they? They are VCU. 100 consecutive sellouts, 7 straight bids to the NCAA tournament, 367 victories since their 2001-2002 season. These are just a few things that only so many Division I schools have accomplished. VCU and one other school are the only schools who can say they have 11 consecutive seasons with at least 24 victories each season. They've been powered by legends such as Eric Maynor, Gerald Henderson, and Kendrick Warren. They've made 16 NCAA appearances and are only one of 8 programs to make the past 7 NCAA tournaments. They've taken down powerhouses Duke and Kansas in NCAA tournaments. They became the third 11 seed team in NCAA history to reach the Final Four in 2011. In fact, they're the only team ever to go to the first 4 to the Final Four. They've reached the A10 championship game in each of their 5 seasons in the league and won the title over Dayton in 2015. Still lost or has a bell rung in your head? Maybe one of their past coaches will help. Shaka? Yeah, UT's head coach. He brought VCU into the spotlight and coached them for 6 seasons. But now there's Mike Rhodes. Once a basketball player, now a coach. He was an assistant head coach at VCU from 2009 to 2014, and then was head coach for Rice 2014 to 2017. Now Mike is back. He's here to win. Founded in 1968, VCU played as an independent team in its first ever season. 10 years later, they appeared in their first ever postseason tournament. In their Sun Belt days, the Rams won the Sun Belt Conference 4 times during J.D. Barnett's 6 seasons. After a transition from the Sun Belt Conference to the Metro Conference for 4 years, they joined the Colonial Athletic Association for 1 season. During this season, they had an overall 24-9 record and went to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1985. Then they joined the Atlantic 10 Conference. Still a member of the Atlantic 10 Conference today, they won their first conference tournament championship in 2015 and won their first Atlantic 10 Conference regular season championship. During the first few years, they went through a rebranding phase and took pride in their unique phrase, victory, building pride one victory at a time. Now they have coined a new phrase, havoc. They want to wreak havoc on their opponents. They even created a full-court defensive system called the Havoc. This mantra is ingrained in the players as well as the fans. In regards to the fans, their pep band, also known as the Peppas, created a VCU Havoc song to accompany their war song, You Don't Want to Go to War. They even had Havoc registered as their official trademark back in 2010. With the Rowdy Rams student section, the Stuart C. Siegel Center is always ready to rock. The Siegel Center has seen over 100 consecutive sellouts, and with this team's success, it's not stopping anytime soon. They're more than just a Cinderella team. They're a team that will wreak havoc with an electric fan base behind them. Haven't heard of VCU yet? You have now. Before Shaka and Mike, though, there was Jeff and Anthony. Jeff Capel helped VCU reach its prominence again and had a second-place conference finish in his debut season. Then Anthony Grant came along and led VCU to their school record 28 wins in his debut season. Then there was Will Wade. Will filled the gap between Shaka and Mike. He led the team to their first ever A10 Conference regular season championship in his first season and a 25-11 overall record. During Will's era, the Rams also made it to the NCAA tournament for the 6th time in a row. Only 7 other teams can say that. This is VCU. They may not be the trophy team like Duke or Kansas, but they are here to compete. An overlooked team with the heart and soul to dominate. They are underdogs who are determined to wreak havoc on their opponents. They have stepped up in the big moments and will continue to be a force to be reckoned with within the D1 basketball community. VCU is a team that may not be number 1, but to their fans, they are. The players and coaches are dedicated to the sport, but they are also dedicated to the people who support them. The fans, they're an extension of this team. So what are you waiting for? We are VCU. Havoc lives here. It's time to wreak havoc. Come join us.